Welcome to Magic Podcast, your personal podcast. Today, we're diving deep into the crucial skill of situational awareness. It's a game changer, really. Are you ready to unlock your potential?
Absolutely. I'm always looking for ways to improve my decision-making. So what exactly is this situational awareness everyone's talking about?
Great question. Situational awareness, or SA as we'll call it, is basically your ability to understand what's going on around you, not just physically, but also contextually. It's about noticing, understanding, and predicting what's happening in your environment. Think of it as a 360-degree view of your surroundings, constantly updating.
So it's not just seeing things, it's also interpreting them and anticipating what might happen next. That sounds pretty complex.
Exactly, and that's why it's so powerful. The text breaks it down into 3 levels: perception, comprehension, and projection. Perception is simply observing. You see a person approaching, you hear a strange noise. Comprehension is interpreting what you perceive. For instance, you see someone approaching. Is it a threat or just someone who got lost? And finally, projection is anticipating the possible outcomes and preparing for them.
Okay, I'm following. So you see someone who looks suspicious, you analyze their behavior, and then you decide whether to approach them cautiously or alert security. Projection.
Precisely. A perfect example. The text gives the example of visitors. You observe their behavior and appearance, perception. You analyze their credentials, comprehension, and you predict possible risks, updating access accordingly, projection. It's a continuous loop of observing, analyzing, and anticipating.
This makes perfect sense. But why is situational awareness so important? What's the big deal? I mean, aren't we all naturally aware of our surroundings?
Well, it's not just about being aware. It's about actively developing that awareness. It's a skill, that can be honed. The text highlights its benefits: avoiding mistakes and accidents, grabbing opportunities, making better decisions, and even solving problems more effectively. Basically, stronger SA equals better outcomes across the board.
Wow, that's a compelling case. So how do we improve our situational awareness? Is there some magic formula?
There isn't a magic formula, but there are definitely actionable steps. The text provides some great tips, and I find them incredibly practical. First, use all your senses. Don't just rely on your sight. Listen, smell, even feel your environment. Focus on relevant cues, things that stand out or seem unusual. Second, predict outcomes. Think about what might happen next based on your actions and the actions of others. Prepare for various possibilities.
So that's like playing out scenarios in my head before they happen, kind of like a mental simulation. That sounds a little intense.
Yeah, it might sound intense, but it's incredibly valuable. It's a mental preparation. And thirdly, share your essay with others. Don't keep it to yourself. Discuss your observations and interpretations with colleagues or friends. This provides multiple perspectives and can help you identify potential blind spots. Also, be open to being wrong. It's okay to admit when you're unsure or need clarification. That's part of the process.
I see. It's about teamwork and continuous improvement. The last piece is the review process, right?
Exactly. After every situation, reflect on what went well and what you could have done better. This kind of post-event analysis is crucial for improvement. It's a learning process, not a destination. So it's crucial to be open to continuous learning. That's how you truly sharpen your essay over time. Like a well-oiled machine.
So essentially, situational awareness is a proactive skill, one that requires continuous practice and self-assessment. It's not a passive observation, but a dynamic process of perception, comprehension, prediction, and constant adaptation.
Exactly. It's a process of continuous improvement. By consciously using all your senses, anticipating potential outcomes, collaborating with others, and constantly reflecting, you can significantly enhance your situational awareness. Think about it. Your safety, your decision-making, and your overall effectiveness will all benefit.
I completely agree. Thank you for explaining situational awareness so clearly. This podcast has been extremely helpful.
My pleasure. And remember, listeners, sharpening your situational awareness is an investment in your safety, success, and peace of mind. That's it for today's Magic Podcast. Until next time, stay aware.
Thanks for listening.